Hi everyone, this is my 34-week update, and there's a complication. This is a new addition to my pregnancy. I was experiencing a bunch of itchiness, and it started about 3 weeks ago when I had my first baby shower hosted by my sister, and I experienced a bunch of itchiness on my neck to the point where I was like itching it raw. That lasted for about 2 days and kind of faded. The following week, same thing. My chest area up here and into my neck got really red and warm and itchy. And I didn't think too much of it. I'm an itchy person. I suffer from chronic hives, which we don't know what those are from. And I thought, this is just me. This is just my body. This is hormones. This is pregnancy. But What to Expect sent me a newsletter and said something about like 12 symptoms to pay attention to in your third trimester. And the very last one on that newsletter was this condition called ICP, intrahepatic cholestasis of pregnancy. And it's really a pregnancy thing. It's caused by a lot of hormones. The moms experience a lot of itchiness, which is the main symptom, and this is where my attention really got caught, was that the symptoms for the baby or babies be distress or respiratory problems upon birth, meconium in the amniotic sac around birth, and worst case scenario, stillbirth. Really spent the next 2 days thinking I'm just crazy, like I'm letting this information go to my head and I'm now like itching more. And but on Friday of last week, I had 2 nights where my hands were really itchy and I was, so I decided to write to my doctor and I explained my symptoms. And right away he wrote back, love my doctor, and said that he had ordered a blood test for me, which was for this ICP. And I went that very afternoon, as soon as Eric got home, went and got the test. And Saturday afternoon, the test results came back. And the test is called a bile acid serum test. And essentially what the condition is it's a malfunction or something's funky with the liver. And when I started to do the research, they said less than 10, they don't really worry. Higher than 20, and they start to get concerned for the well-being of the baby. And my test results came back at a 59. Of course, I was definitely starting to get nervous and panic. Did some more research. Found that stillbirth and distress in babies is pretty uncommon, and that relieved my stress quite a bit. And found out that there is a medicine that you can take to help reduce those numbers, but the only way to really kind of fix it is to give birth. So on Sunday night, my doctor at 9:30 at night left me a message. I don't know why I didn't get it, saying, Erin, your test came back really high. I'm going to put you on this medicine. And bless that doctor. I love him so much. He's so good to me. To call me at 9:30 at night really just showed he cared and wanted the best for me. And the next day I went in for an ultrasound. Anyways, it was a pre-scheduled one. And picked up the pills at the pharmacy. He actually called me again that afternoon, was like, did you get my message? And I just saw him yesterday. I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't write you back. He's like, I was nervous for you. I wanted you to get that medicine. And so I've already started it. It's called Ursodiol, and it helps with this condition. And let me backtrack to the ultrasound that I had on Monday. So the technician was wonderful, and I even got some 3D pictures out of it, which I will post below this. And she just over and over and over again was pointing out like how healthy the babies looked. Liam came in around 5 pounds, 2 ounces, basically gaining a pound in the last 2 weeks. And August weighed in around 5 pounds, 11 ounces, having gained almost like 1.5 pounds in the last 2 weeks. Really healthy, great heart rate rates. Fluids are all in the right places. The technician and the doctor who consulted with me said you know, it's really important to keep those babies in you as long as possible, but if they had to come out, they would be really healthy baby boys. And that was really encouraging for me, knowing that the only thing that really cures this ICP condition is to give birth. So that was really encouraging. And we were only at 34 weeks and some. So, yeah. So then on Tuesday, went and saw Dr. Walton again. We agreed that I'm going to take the medicine for like 9 days before doing another blood test. And then I'll have another meeting with him to talk about where things are at. He said that he's seen this before, but he's never seen really serious effects of it, probably because where I go, they treat it aggressively and early. I do go in for a non-stress test tomorrow, which is where they put like a fetal heart monitor on the baby and just listen for like 20 minutes. Doctor said that we had originally started visualizing March 10th as a possible due date or delivery date, and he said with the ICP, especially, I mean, we're going to see how the medicine does and if it brings down my numbers, but if it doesn't, we're talking about bumping up that delivery date to the week of March 3rd, so sometime between March 3rd and March 7th, which is only 3 weeks away and starts to make me nervous because I feel like there's still a lot of things to do. Besides going through this anxiety about ICP and wondering about the effects on the baby, I feel okay. The itchiness is really general. It's kind of like all over arms and chest and breasts and back, and it makes going to bed really difficult and uncomfortable, and I'm at the point now where I kind of have some anxiety about going to bed because I'm anticipating the discomfort. Last night I woke up in the middle of the night itching. It's also like a combination, like I also wake up because of the carpal tunnel. We did, yay, so excited. We rearranged the apartment so that there is a nursery, and I don't know if you can tell, but this room used to be our living room, and now you can see the end of the bedpost. And I'll be posting photos of the nursery and stuff as it gets evolved a little bit. I was really proud of some homemade mobiles that I made, and Eric helped me hang them last night. I'm really excited. My mom is coming in less than a week. She shows up on the 17th, and I don't know what we're going to do with our days, but it's going to be a lot of getting ready for babies, and I'm also feeling really grateful. We just had our last baby shower this last weekend with Eric's family in Wisconsin through Skype, and that was just magical. All the aunties and cousins and distant cousins and all the babies that are in the Wisconsin family were all over at Eric's sister's house, and we got to see the decorations that they put up. Eric's mom had sent us paper plates and paper napkins that were the same as they had at the party, and we even got cookies that they had at the party. They were so generous and pooled their money to help us get some last minute things that were fairly expensive but significant to us. Both Eric and I got a little emotional at one point. And yeah, things are really just happening quickly. And I think I just noticed the last couple of days, because I'm less concerned about keeping the babies in, and actually I'm like starting to make the mental psychological shift of getting ready for them to come out, that I'm a little bit less careful with myself physically. The last couple of days I've definitely been doing projects around the house and keeping myself busy, which is really fun, but also I know a little taxing on my body. My back has been achy. Well, that's kind of it for now. And cross your fingers so that, let's see, next Wednesday I go in for a blood test, so we'll cross our fingers and hopefully the acid bile serum test will come back lower. Hopefully in the next few days the itchiness will start to go away, which the medicine is supposed to help with. And yeah, just keep hoping that those babies keep gaining weight and keep looking healthy. All right, love to everyone. Keep well.